Welcome back to Vlogmas. Today I thought we'd switch it up a little, and something that I think is so wintry, so festive is sweaters. So today we're going to be trying on all of my sweaters, kind of doing a little declutter, see if there are any that look really similar. I also used to live in Montana and winters were pretty cold there, so that's why I would say I have so many sweaters, but I also just love sweaters. So I actually don't know how many are going to be in this video. They're going to be all my sweaters, but I don't know how many I have. So this is not to get rid of any, but this is to declutter and see if we still love every single sweater I have in my closet. I have a candle in the background to get us feeling cozy, but I also have this gorgeous little wintry mug to get us in a very festive mood. I feel like coffee just makes sense as it's getting colder outside, and I feel like it just made sense for trying on our sweaters. I have these little shorts on, which I know don't feel very wintry at all, but I would prefer not to overheat while we do this, and I think since we're trying on some sweaters, I think some shorts were necessary. I also have the heat on in my house, so you know it's not freezing inside like it would be outside. The first sweater I have is actually the one I have on. So it's this very oversized green comfy sweater. I have the sleeves tucked up because I feel like it just makes it look a lot cuter. I love this one because one, it's comfy. Two, it feels like something you could wear around the house. It's not itchy. I love sweater number one, so we are for sure keeping this one. This one is from a brand called Elfridge Eden. I actually got it off of Amazon, and I ordered a size large in this one. Some of them I do get them in a larger size just because I do want an oversized fit. So that was one of them, so that's why I ordered a large. This one is actually from Brooks Brothers. It's a size medium, but I actually thrifted it. I would say when you are thrifting sweaters, you kind of get what you get, and you kind of can't just be picky about it. When you order something online, you can be a little more picky about sizing, but I actually like the fit of this one because I feel like it has enough room here to tuck under. But then if I wanted to and wore it with a low-waisted pair of pants, I could also just pull it down and let it sit naturally. I love that the sleeves just fit perfectly. I don't have to roll them at all. And it just is the perfect fitting sweater without being too form-fitting that you're uncomfortable. I love a cream sweater, as you can tell. I feel like it's just a very classic look. But I feel like maybe we need to decide on maybe picking one or two of these that fit best. I feel like this is one thing I don't like about this sweater is it's not as wide on the bottom as that green one is. It's one of those sweaters you always have to have tucked up. But I also feel like it's a little see-through, so then I feel like you can almost sometimes see where the line is of it being tucked up, which is not my favorite thing in a sweater. I do feel like I like the coziness of it though, and it's not itchy, so that is a positive. This one's actually from a brand called Sweater Emporium. I don't know what the size is on this one. Again, with this one, I feel like we're running into the same problem that when it's down, it just looks it's too form-fitting. It doesn't stay tucked up very well, and I don't know, I feel like it's not really giving anything special per se. It's not a sweater I reach for all the time, and I feel like I have a lot of other cream sweaters that I might reach for over this one. And I feel like the next sweater we try on is gonna kind of be similar, so let's try on the next one to kind of see the difference. And then we have this one, which is kind of a similar color to the other one, but I feel like the knit on it is so much cuter. I know some of you might be but it's different because that one can tuck up and this one can't. But this is my oversized, truly large sweater. This is what I pretty much consider my biggest sweater I own, and I love that about it. So it's this is the perfect fit of a sweater for me. I love the fit of this even though it looks really huge on me. I also feel like the fact that it could almost be a sweater dress if I wanted it to be is also a part of the reason why I like it. I feel like I like this one a lot better than this one, so I think this one is going to have to go in the maybe pile. I feel like I would choose to keep this one because I feel like even though I'm not obsessed with the oversized fit of it, I feel like it fits better than that last sweater we just had on. And I feel like it's a different pattern and texture than the sweater that we have on now. If you can't tell by now, I love an oversized sweater, so this is the next little one we have. This one's actually from Free People. This one I just honestly love. Sometimes it feels like it is a little heavier of a sweater, so sometimes on it does feel a little heavy. For some reason, even when I'm kind of not liking this sweater, I throw it on and I'm okay, but it's comfy, it's warm, and it has that oversized fit. So I'm like, what is there not to like about it? I feel like where it hits, it pairs really well with like a pair of jeans, and it's just like the perfect oversizedness. So there's not really much more to say about this one other than, of course, I'm keeping it. Yet another cream / white sweater. Wow, what a shock. But this one I actually really like because I like the little sleeves. They kind of came like that when I bought this one. This one I believe I got at TJ Maxx, but it's just one of those sweaters that just has a very like classic fit. It looks perfect with jeans. You can pair it with a skirt as well. I also love that this sweater has like the sweater portion here, but then it has this like huge like kind of different pattern or different knit down here. But that knit down here also matches like the knit they have in the little cuff here. Overall, I feel like this sweater differs from some of the other ones we've tried on so far, and I feel like it's just a very classic sweater look, so I feel like we have to keep it for winter. I think this may be my only truly pure white sweater I own, and this one is actually thrifted from Paris, so of course I'm keeping it, but let's go into the details of the little sweater. So first off, it just has this gorgeous like little rolled neck at the top, and then the little knit pattern on it is just so cute. It hits at the perfect little length for a pair of pants. It fits perfectly on the arms without having to be rolled. And I just love the little neck detail up here because it's just so perfect and cozy. So I love this one so much. It was a thrifted find. I'm honestly kind of shocked because it still looks like pretty much perfect white. It does look a little worn now, obviously, but that's because I wear this sweater a lot. So it's got that worn in look now, but I do love it and I still feel like it looks pretty pristine white, especially since I got this thrifting while in Paris. Next up is this little like tannish green brown patterned top. So this one is actually like more of like a zip up sweater. I feel like it's still counted as a sweater, but it's not really like a true sweater like those ones were. But this is actually new in my closet because I thrifted this like earlier in the fall season. So this one I for sure am gonna still keep because one, it's new and I haven't worn it yet. But two, I also just love it, so we're gonna keep this one for sure. What I love about this sweater is truly just this top part. It has it in the front and the back, and I just feel like it makes this sweater so cute and so unique. I love the little split in the colors here that like this one's dark and this one's like light. And then in the back, it's just all light. I feel like the sleeves being unique too, like with this different like pattern here, but then it's here, and then this part is on this side. I feel like it just makes it a really cute, unique sweater. And so this one is an obvious yes. Do cardigans count as sweaters? I feel like they do, especially when they are sweater material like this one. So this one is just a very like oversized cardigan sweater. This one's from Quince. I believe it's a large. I bought it as a large because one, it looked like someone had shrunk it at the thrift store. And then two, I wanted it to be an oversized cardigan fit because I wanted to button all the buttons up and then wear it like alone instead of wearing it maybe open with something underneath. I love how big the little button details are on this. And then I love that the sleeves don't have to be rolled or anything. I bet I could roll them, but I feel like they don't really need to be. I feel like they're a good length. I love when my hands just like fall into the sweater like that, and this sweater does that, so I feel like it's perfect. Another classic sweater. This one's actually from Old Navy, but I feel like the pattern on it is just perfection, first of all, and very classic. What I feel like I love looking for in a sweater is something that's going to be like a timeless pattern for years after years. So sometimes I feel like if I get something at the thrift, sweater or not a sweater, if it has a pattern that I feel like isn't very timeless, like for me, I would feel like stripes are timeless, polka dots maybe, knitted classic patterns on a sweater. I feel like they just make it timeless that the sweater can be in your closet forever and ever. That might differ for some, but I also just have like a terrible time picking patterns that I'll like over and over again. So I feel like sticking with maybe like a black and white pattern, obviously like this sweater, or something that I just feel like looks very classic and timeless is a better option for me. I feel like this sweater kind of has all of that. So this one is just a very cute cut. Again, it can just hit right where a pair of jeans can hit. It's comfy, it's cozy, not itchy. Again, we're coming in with another like sweater button-up moment. This is just like the little blue one we have, except it's not like as oversized. It's a little more form-fitting on the arms here, which I like. And of course, I love the color because I feel like dark red, almost maroon comes back in season like every year. And so you can wear this for years after year after year. Again, I love the little button details on it, and I just love the way the sleeves hit. Just like the other blue sweater cardigan we tried on, I feel like this is a perfect fit, and I love this one, so of course we're keeping. I feel like I should have said this in the beginning, But if I'm obsessed and I like it, I'm probably keeping it. But we will also go over anything that is like maybe a maybe or giveaway at the end. Next little sweater we have is this like little USA one. So basically it just says USA and then it has little stripes. My one complaint about this one, I feel like, is that it doesn't really like stay tucked up. And even when it tucks up, I feel like, again, it's getting a little see-through and you can see the bottom. But I do have to say that I feel like this is a very classic sweater to throw on like every 4th of July. Obviously, it comes around every year, especially if it gets like a little cold at night, especially in Montana or something. I feel like this is still a very classic sweater, even though you can only wear it like maybe one time a year. But I guess I could also wear it maybe for like Memorial Day or like Labor Day. And if anything, if the Olympics are that year, I could also pull it out. So I feel like it could get some use. It's comfy. I could wear it around the house. So I feel like it has to stay. This one I got from Target like on a whim. And I feel like this was kind of a regret purchase because I feel like it just doesn't really give anything as a sweater. I personally don't love that it does the little slits here. I feel like if maybe it was like all one part here and there wasn't the slits, I feel like it would look a lot cuter. I also just am not loving the fit on the body. It does look decent on, but I almost feel like someone could probably like this one a little bit more. I also don't really care. Like, I kind of like the details, but I kind of don't. So I just feel like it's one of those sweaters, and I have so many that I'm like, do I really need this one? I feel like I can't even justify and say that I would probably just wear it because it's cozy, because I feel like I have a lot of other sweaters that are probably a lot more cozy than this one, you know? So this one I think is going to have to go on the maybe, probably a little more leaning towards giveaway. Oh look, another black and whitish sweater. This one actually does have some red in it, and I gotta say this is an automatic keep for me. The sweater kind of gives me like vintage, wear every winter. I would love if this one was paired with like a little turtleneck underneath. Even though you have this button up, I feel like a turtleneck here would be super cute. This one is just like so thick that I know this thing is going to keep me extremely warm, especially like in the very cold months of like January and February. So I feel like this is just the perfect little sweater to keep. As you just saw, I literally just tucked it up, but I also had it out like this. So you can have it out and then have the little like bottom red part out, or I like that you could tuck it up and it actually stays up. And so this one is just an automatic yes for me. If it's not obvious, I like a black sweater, I like a white sweater, I like a blue sweater. But this is the next little sweater we have. I absolutely love the pattern in it, like just the little design it has in it. I feel like this is a very simple sweater, but what I love about it is just like it's the perfect oversizedness. It has the perfect little length here. I wear it with jeans like every winter. I love that I can layer something under this if I need it and you wouldn't see it like in like really peak coldness. But then also I could wear it on its own and it's really cute. I do have to say I love this sweater a lot, but this is one of my maybe slightly itchy. It's not like completely itchy, but it's not the most throw on super comfortable sweater. That's not itchy at all. I do tend to wear this one like in winter when you kind of do need to layer something underneath. And so that kind of combats the itchiness of this one. And that's why I kind of keep it every year because it's still really cute, even though it has a slight itchiness. I don't want to say it's like the most itchy sweater ever. It's not, but it's just slightly itchy where it's not the most comfortable wear around your house sweater, if you know what I mean. Okay guys, I feel like I don't know if this kind of counts as a sweater, but again, it's kind of like sweater material. This is one of those ones where I'm like, I kind of got as like a work outfit because it could go over something in the office. Sometimes I feel like this doesn't really give anything to an outfit. I do think someone else could probably style it a little better than I do. I usually wear this to work, so it's not really like I'm styling it too extravagant. I don't love that it doesn't really hang open like this at the bottom. I feel like with the sleeve length, I don't really love because it just like hits at such a, it's not like short, but it's not long almost. And I do like that the bottom here matches the sleeves, like when you're standing like this. But I feel like if you're trying to layer it under something in winter, the sleeve from your undertop pops out, and I feel like it just kind of makes it a little awkward and not like in a intentional way. And yes, I could roll my sleeve up, but usually in the winter I want my sleeve like fully down. So I don't really like this like weird sleeve thing going on. I think this one might just need to go in the maybe pile because I'm not obsessed with it, and I feel like someone could like it more than I do. The next sweater I have is this little striped one. I love that the little sleeves down here match the little bottom of the sweater here. I also feel like this look is just very classic and very timeless. It pretty much is just a striped sweater. Since it hits at that perfect little spot like most of my sweaters have hit when they're oversized like this, I just love this one. This one doesn't have as wide of a waist as I would probably like. I also have had this one for a while though, so it has been worn, it has been washed multiple times. So I feel like the waist being a little more form-fitting at this point now is because of the use of it and the wash of it. But overall, I love the sweater, so not much more to say. This one is just another one of my really like oversized, I'm hanging around the house, big baggy sweaters, but I do love it. This one is a little more thinner, like it's definitely a thinner material, but it's still really, really cute. I actually usually don't like a v-neck, but on this one I really do like. I love the fact that it has a v-neck on this one, only because when I bought this, I was thinking about like pairing it with a turtleneck underneath, and so the little v-neck kind of allows for you to put something in that neck area. I feel like I was right about that because I've worn this with a turtleneck underneath, and it looks so cute. So I feel like this is just the perfect little gray sweater, and this one I think is from Columbia. This one is from Columbia, which I feel like is just a great brand. So I love this one. It keeps me warm, and it's light enough that you can still put a little layer underneath. I feel like this one's kind of hard to judge right now because I feel like this definitely does not look good with these shorts. But I do feel like this one is really cute because it has a little v-neck. Again, the whole point usually is so that I can put a turtleneck underneath. I feel like this one isn't my favorite sweater fit, but I feel like it's still cute enough to keep because of how classic of a look it is. I do think that this one is just a good length and a good classic like bottom part here where it hits. This is one I probably would wear more to work than just casually sitting around the house, but I do still like this one, so I feel like it's worth keeping in the closet because of its uniqueness, and it still is pretty comfy. We've got a little pop of red, which I feel like this is just a very basic, perfect length red sweater. Fits nice down here. You could tuck it up if you wanted. I feel like this one is just a very classic, perfect red sweater. I don't have much to say about it because there's not much to describe here, but I still feel like it is overall just really, really cute. So we are going to be keeping this one. It has this little like lace, but then it also has the little snowflakes, but then it also has like these little pearls up top. The one thing I don't love about this sweater is kind of the fit around the waist. It's definitely like way too long. Because it is quite long, I feel like it doesn't stay up very well, but I feel like it's just so cute. I really don't know what to do about this one. Like, I know if I had it, I would wear it because it is cute, but I feel like every time I put it on, I would be like struggling a little to keep it up because it is so long. So I'm really on the fence about what I should do about this one. You guys let me know, like, what do you think of this sweater? Do you think it's cute? I just feel like it's too cute to like give up. I just need to figure out how to get all this extra material maybe off of it. Maybe I can see if I can find someone who can help fix this like really long length issue. I bet you thought we were done with the cream sweaters. We're not. We're back with another. This one has this like gorgeous little like snowflakey top. I believe this one is from J. Crew, but I actually really like this one because I feel like the sleeves are pretty form-fitting. We've got like a loose-ish fit on the bottom here. It does tuck up pretty nicely, so I feel like when you wear it with a pair of jeans, it's perfect. So this one's an automatic keep. It's so easy. I can wear this winter after winter, and it'll look so cute. Next sweater is this one. This one has like pinks, maroons, a bunch of different patterns in it, but I love the little patterns it does have in it. So I think this one is really cute, and I love just the little fit of it. So I feel like this is just a very classic one, and I have to keep this one because I just love it. I like the sleeve length, I like the body length, I like the width length on the waist here, so perfect little sweater. We're gonna be keeping this one. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting tired of trying on sweaters, so I think we're down to the last like 3 or 4 here. This one is another red one. I'm for sure keeping this one because I love this one. It has a really fun like gray, black, red pattern, but the little sleeves here say country on them. They both say the same thing, but they both say country, so I feel like that's a really cute detail, and I love that about it, so I feel like it's a perfect little sweater to keep. I like that you can tuck it up. I don't ever wear it down like this, but I mean, you could if you want, but I do feel like it looks best tucked up, and it sits really well tucked up, so I feel like this is a perfect little sweater. Another one that is not technically a sweater, but I feel like a sweater material, so it gets to be in this video, is this little brown kind of 4-button little cardigan. I love the little knit detail here that it has going on in this like v-neck here. But I also just love the fit of the cardigan. I feel like it looks super cute with pretty much anything. Like I could pair a skirt with this, but I also could pair a pair of jeans with this and it would look really cute. So I really like the fit of this one, and I think that this one is just an automatic yes, because one, I love brown. I don't have very many brown sweaters, so this one's perfect. And I just love a good classic cardigan button-up type of sweater. So this is one of my absolute favorite autumn sweaters that I own. So I know I'm going to be keeping this one, but I'll give you the little rundown and details of the sweater anyway. It has this like little like gold sparkly pattern in the little top here, down the buttons, and then on the little sleeves here. It makes it look so unique. But I also love that it has like these little beads on it almost, and then the little leaves. So the little leaves just kind of look like they're falling like down the sweater. I feel like this sweater is so cute. I got it last autumn and I wore it already this autumn. So I'm going to be wearing this one until it changes into winter. But I feel like even though it's a seasonal sweater, I can wear it for at least 3 months every year. So I'm going to be keeping this one. I love that it's navy. I love that it has gold in the little autumn leaves here. So I feel like it's perfect and I'm going to love this one forever. Last of, I don't even know how many. Did you guys count? I didn't count, so I have no clue how many sweaters we have tried on here, but this is the last one. And it's this like little zip up, bluish black. Is it black? I would say it's black. It's not navy. It's black in this like light blue color. It obviously has a zip that goes all the way up to the top. I don't like things like suffocating my neck, so I'm gonna unzip that. It has this little snowflake pattern and then just this cute little bottom. What I love about sweaters like this in general is when it has like the pattern on the top and sometimes kind of like flows down the bottom where the bottom is basic. I love this one because of the colors. The fact that it zips up instead of like pulling over your head. I feel like that's a little diversity in my sweaters because most of my sweaters are like pullover sweaters. And so I like that this one zips up and then I have that like little tan one that zips up. If you really wanted to, you could probably like tuck it up like that. I think it looks fine just down like this. So I feel like this is the cutest little sweater ever. And I feel like it's the perfect little sweater to end on. So that is all the sweaters we have. And that is all the sweaters that I currently own. So let's go into the ones that are maybe a maybe or we are going to be giving away. First is this little cable knit sweater that I said didn't really like fit right on the waist. I feel like I have a lot of cream sweaters and I feel like I have a lot of sweaters I like more than this one. And so I feel like I'm just not going to get that much use out of this one. And so I think it needs to be in the pile of giveaway. After I took this like little v-neck cardigan button-up one off, I kind of just realized I really don't like the fit of it. And I can't really see myself wearing this one over another one of the sweaters I already have. And so I feel like this one is actually going to be a giveaway one. I just don't feel like I love it enough to keep it, especially with how many sweaters I do have. When I was talking about this one, I was not very enthused with it. So this one is obviously in the pile of giveaway because I just don't love it enough. The last little sweater that we were going to be giving away is this like little cardigan, little 3/4 sleeve. I just don't feel like I have enough places to wear this, even though I bought this for work. I just don't feel like I pull it when I'm going to work. So I don't think I'm going to be wearing it that often. I feel like someone else could love this a lot more than I do. So I'm going to be giving this one away with all the rest of them so that someone else can love these more than I do. I hope you guys love seeing all the sweaters I have and what sweaters I will be wearing this winter. I do know I have a lot of sweaters, but I do feel like the sweaters I do have I really like and I know that I'm going to wear. So beside the 4 that we are giving away, I'm keeping the rest of the ones that I tried on in this video. Those are all my sweaters. Those are the ones I will be keeping and wearing for years to come, hopefully. I do want to say most of my sweaters have been curated over time through thrifting mostly. So a lot of my sweaters in this video are thrifted or by purchasing one like new one season. And so they might not be like the Old Navy sweater I have. I purchased, I think, either last season or the season before that. So I'm not sure if they have that in store anymore. If you're looking for sweaters like these ones in the video, I would kind of probably recommend thrifting. With thrifted sweaters, I do think fit is a really big thing. Some of the sweaters I have that I kind of was complaining a little bit about some of the issues maybe not sitting right on my body, not holding up. They were thrifted and maybe I should have not thrifted them because of the sizing. I do love them still, so now I'm going to wear them because I bought them and everything, but I do recommend that as like a tip if you're thrifting sweaters is to really check the size of it and make sure you like the size of the fit. The fit of my sweaters can be like all over the board. I could have like oversized, I could have more form-fitting, so I do feel like with thrifted sweaters, you really got to check the fit. I would also recommend checking like the armpit area to make sure that there's like no staining, nothing's happening there. Obviously on the bodice to make sure there's no random stains on it, so you know you're getting a good quality sweater. I find with acrylic or polyester sweaters, you sweat more in them, but not because you're actually warm, but because of the material they're made out of. So checking to make sure you're maybe getting like maybe 100% wool, maybe a cotton sweater. That's kind of where I would more lean when I'm thrifting a sweater. Overall, I hope you guys love this video. I hope you love seeing all the sweaters I have and the sweaters that you can find at the thrift store or find anywhere if you really want to go shopping for the holiday season. But I also think sweaters are a fun little thing to try on because they're fun to gift to other people. And as a sweater lover myself, I love getting sweaters in the holiday season. So I thought this was perfect for Vlogmas.